Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we are carrying on with Mythic Ocean today. In the last episode we met like a weird octopus thing. It's like got some magical energy power. We repaired a crystal. The twins revealed their trauma to us. There was a lot going on last episode, but we're going to carry on today. What do you think about how things turned out with the twins' crystal? Oh yeah, we gave them their crystal back. Ha, you're asking me? Well, you and Elil decided to fix the crystal and give it back to the twins, right? I'm on board with that. You might remember I'm not a fan of limiting what folks can do. The twins showed up here with the crystal. It's theirs. Let them do what they want with it. Yeah, it was more about not lying to the twins. I would have felt bad if I'd lied to the twins. I get that. I don't like to lie either, since I don't like being lied to. But in this case, it's more that I believe in giving everyone as much freedom as possible, you know? I don't want people to just do what I do. I want to be shocked and amazed by what they decide to do. The twins are just kids though. I want them to have freedom, but I also want them to have good advice to act on. Yeah, I see your point. It's a tricky balance though, right? You don't want to live someone else's life for them after all. Ooh, we're asking about him now for once. You said I could ask later about why you're not a god anymore. Have you changed your mind yet? Alright, you know what? It's late enough in the game now that it probably doesn't matter if I tell you. Listen up, because I'm only going to talk about this once, okay? So, as you know, I used to be a god back in the day. Changed profession, changed careers, did you, Elil? I was part of this whole rigmarole, buddy. I could create new worlds just like the other gods. Back then, none of us kept any memories when things started over. The arrangement for me to do that hadn't been made yet, but now I can remember things even from way back then. So I remember what it was like to create new worlds. Having all that power, it was irresistible for me. So much so that I really hated not being the creator. At some point, I came up with a plan. A way to make sure no one could be the creator except me, and it worked. The other gods fell for it, and I put a stop to all these endless iterations of worlds, and gave myself the power to rule over one new world forever. Oh my god, Elil's an evil supervillain! I'd be forever feared, forever worshipped, forever envied. Dang, how did that work out for you? Huh, how's that sound to you, buddy? I don't think I'd ever want that kind of power. Really though? I think if you dug deep enough, there'd be a part of you that gets it. Even if we're not aware of it during this phase, we gods have ways we think the world should be. Almost everyone does, gods or not. Having to see the world operate in a way that's not how you want it to be, that can be infuriating. But if I'm honest, I did what I did mostly out of sheer greed, and the other gods knew it. Eventually, they decided the only way to stop me was to start a war against me. Oh my god, Elil, you're scary! You're like a big sea monster. I kept them at bay for a long time, buddy. The amount of power a creator gets is beyond what you can imagine, unless you experienced it. It was a battle to end all battles, went on for years. You normally don't like to interfere during that phase, but even you fought me. Oh my god, did I? I'm sorry. And you all won in the end. Oh damn, this is awkward. I accidentally smited you. You defeated me, put an end to my rule and my world. Most of the gods thought I needed to be locked away forever for what I did. Or worse, but you disagreed. You proposed an arrangement. In exchange for my life, I would agree to make sure what I had done would never occur again. By remembering what happens when no one else does. I'd never be able to create another world. I'd rule over nothing. I wouldn't be a god anymore. Instead, I would guide you as you give advice to the others. And protect the very process of endless death to rebirth. And I tried to destroy... Okay, I read that wrong. You get what I mean. I figured that arrangement was better than eternal imprisonment. Or not existing. So I accepted it, and the rest is history. Yeah, you've got some trauma there, friend. That's putting it lightly, buddy. But there's still one more kicker. In order to make sure I didn't try to corrupt any of the gods in their unknowing, unremembering states, the other part of the deal was that none of them would be able to see or hear or otherwise sense me anymore. Only you would perceive me, so that I could guide you and discuss your decisions with you. That's why I watch what goes on around here and wait for you to come by. That's all I've got left. This is mean. Do you ever regret what you did? Not really, buddy. It's been so long now, I don't have any strong feelings about it anymore. But I mean, you gave me another chance. I don't like our arrangement a whole lot, but it's probably more than I deserve. Elil, I'm glad I gave you a second chance. I think you've made good use of it. Oh, but you're making me blush here, buddy. Oh, it's okay, Elil. You've changed. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what I'd do if you gave me the power to be the creator again. I'm not sure I've really changed. I'd probably try the same thing, even knowing it would fail. Maybe not, though. Fortunately for all of us, we won't have to find out. Alright, okay, that's enough. I said I'd tell you, and now there's nothing more to say. Let's talk about something else. Okay, well, Elil is a very naughty boy. Very rude of him to destroy everything. Very not nice of him. Very unfriendly. Our next thing is we need to speak to the big octopus mystery person, but there's also like a million fish that I need. Yeah, okay, I need to get 3 more in this world. But there's like a bunch of fish, a bunch of pages that I just haven't really been getting. Personally, I haven't been doing them because they're not very exciting. I like speaking to the gods more, but we should probably do it. Hi, friend. You're cute. Oh, actually, no, you're not. You disgust me. Used to live with my flock in mid-seas, and a few of us left for warmer waters. I ran out of energy and got left behind. Guess this is my new home now. But you know what? I think it's going to be okay. Optimism. I love that for you. Every cloud has a silver lining, as they say. Little mushroom. Hey, little mushroom, what you got to say? Tulip. Did I ever tell you about the creature I once saw here? Big, regal, eel-like, bold and beautiful. Nothing bad to say about them. Give them my fondest regards if you ever see them. I have a feeling I know who that is. Okay, because there's loads to talk to. Hello. Oh, it jumped. Yikes, you scared me there. I'm a little more skittish than most sea cucumbers, if you couldn't tell. I didn't mean to scare you. You might not be scary, but that doesn't mean no one else is. Now, quick, move out of the way. Oh, you're rude. Rude! I'm not going to eat you. Or maybe I will now. You've been rude to me. You've disrespected me. I've been thinking about travelling alone since you were here before. Starting to think maybe it'd be fun to try it for myself. I bet you get into fights a lot less when you're alone. And there's more food for you if you don't have to share it. Well... yeah, okay. That's... yeah, whatever you say, bud. We have one more fish that we haven't spoken to at all. It might be you? Duke. Oh wait, no, I think I did speak to you. Just recently I saw another eel here with golden fins and scales the colour of a stormy sea. But wouldn't you know, I couldn't get a good read on them by their smell. I didn't know what to make of it. It was a truly first. Awesome. Why is everyone speaking about Elil for? Munch. You're creepy. You see that big bright disc up in the sky? That big disc hanging up there? Looks tasty, doesn't it? Looks like a good snack. I want to eat it. Yeah, I can't. You can't eat the sun. It'll come down eventually. If I wait here long enough, it'll fall right into my mouth. This man is going to eat the sun. That's not very nice. Anyway, yeah, we've spoken to all the fish here. That's really fun. I love that. I'm very happy that I've done that. I feel like I have gained a lot from doing that. So, let's now go and speak to the octopus whose name I've forgotten. Was it like Gnosis or something? In the big void of nothingness. Hello. Welcome back. What would you like to discuss? My teleporter took me to a strange place last time I was here. I wanted to see if you knew anything about that. Ah, yes. You speak of the breach, a shadow... I'm going to stop speaking like that. I'm not going to be able to maintain that voice. A shadowy space between our world and the void beyond. You have seen it for yourself, and now you know the consequences of Aletha's research. What are your thoughts? Why do you wish to return to that place? I want to find a way to free the creatures trapped there. A selfless notion. Tell me, are you doing this mainly for Aletha's sake? Or are you doing it for the missing creatures who will otherwise be confined to the breach forever? Oh my god, he's really making me question myself. I'm doing it for everyone. No one wanted this to happen, that is true. And of course Alethea informed her subjects of the risks, but still she knew she could not promise them their safety, and went through with the experiments regardless. In the end it is not a simple matter. But let us return to the topic at hand. Whatever your reasons may be, you wish to free the creatures trapped in the breach. I cannot force your teleporter to send you there again. I know nothing more about why that happened than you or Aletha. That said, I am capable of creating portals that link two places as long as I can see the starting point and the destination. and both mid-seas and the breach lie within the range of my sight. I could create a portal that allows the trapped creatures to escape the breach, but it will require a great deal of energy. Perhaps in your travels you have found your way to the Library of Antiquity. A large book rests there, whose pages have been lost and scattered. These pages contain records of the old world, and they are sources of great power. But because my body is confined here to the depths, I cannot retrieve them myself. Bring 4 of the pages to me, and I will have the energy I need to create a portal to the breach. Talk it over with Elitha. See if she agrees to these terms. If you are both in agreement, we will proceed. Okay. Are these the pages that, like I just spoke about, having not collected? If so, then we about to page hunt, boys. I knew not getting everything while I was going through the game was going to come back to bite me. And my guys, it is now chomping. Because I have a feeling I'm going to have to go around and collect all the pages. And I think there's quite a few. Let's see what Elisa's got to say. Good to see you again. Anything you'd like to talk about? Another trip to the depths. Oh, that's a relief. Thank you again for giving it a go. Were you able to access the breach? No, unfortunately. And Gnosis said they didn't know what caused the teleporter malfunction either. Alright, that's discouraging. Anything else? I was offered to help us free the creatures trapped in the breach. What? Excuse me, that's just very unexpected. Do you know how they plan to help? You can create portals that link 2 places. They're offering to open one in the breach so the creatures can escape. Remarkable. Is there any sort of catch? Are they asking us for anything in return? It can draw power from any pages. Library of Antiquity? I've never heard of such a place. Have you not heard of the library? I haven't. This is surprising. I thought I documented almost everything in the ocean, but apparently not. I know how to get there, so don't worry, I've got this part covered. Alright, if you say so. Normally this is something I would think long and hard about, but I spend so much time and effort trying to determine whether the breach exists. It was all fruitless. I can't imagine how I'd ever get there deliberately. I think our best bet is to work with Gnosis to free the missing ones. Yeah, we don't know if he can be trusted, actually. He looks kind of suspicious. I agree, we can't be certain, but we will never be. We know that Gnosis is willing to help us do something charitable. Frankly, that's enough for me. And furthermore, I fear the only alternative is to leave the missing ones to their fate. I am at a dead end in my research on teleportation and the breach. I don't even know where I'd begin if I were to pick it up again. Now that we have this option, it might be the only way we can save them. Oh, but what if he's a bad egg? Oh, fuck it. Day trip, let's go. I'm glad you see what I mean. Well, I'll leave the final decision up to you then. Considering the breach, I'm not happy with where my choices have landed me, so I'll follow your lead here. What should we do? Oh god, you want me to pick right now? Maybe we should give this some thought. Oh, have I got to like make the decision right now, right here, right now? Oh my god, I gotta decide right now. Oh gosh, what should I do? Let's just trust him and hope for the best. Because I don't want to abandon the little fishies because that's cruel. Let's do it. Happy to hear it. All that's left is to tell Gnosis we're ready to collaborate, yes? Right, I'll be back shortly. Might have just doomed the whole world. I mean, I hope not, but I might have. But we're going to find out now if everything dies because of the choice I made. No pressure, I guess. Welcome back. What would you like to discuss? Alethea and I have agreed to trade the pages for you to help with the breach. Indeed, I am glad to assist you. I must ask Alethea some questions about the breach before I begin. Give me the pages now and I will contact her shortly. Here you go. You have my gratitude, and soon the creatures lost in the breach will be free. In the meantime, feel free to return and speak with me whenever you like. I will always be here. Okay. Okay, that's kind of creepy. That's kind of spooky. I also just gave up 4 of my pages. I hope I don't need those later on. I need to get pages so I can make a crown. So I can choose the next god. So I hope I didn't need those 4 pages. Good to see you again. Anything you'd like to talk about? How did things go? perfectly. Not long after you left, I was contacted by Gnosis. What a fascinating being. I could hear their thoughts and even saw visions within my mind's eye. I saw what Gnosis looks like, how absolutely massive they are. Even after all you've told me, I was not prepared for that. Anyway, I answered a few questions Gnosis had about the breach. Then they said they'd get to work right away. Moments later, my instruments here were getting all sorts of strange energy readings. Ooh. Sure enough, a massive portal had opened just outside the lab. Looking through the portal, I saw what could only be the alien landscape of the breach. And before I knew it, the missing ones began emerging. I went out to greet them and urged the rest to come through safely. Once they were all accounted for, the portal closed and that was it. Oh yay, we did it! We didn't kill everything. That's fun. My friend, the story has a happy ending thanks to you. And Gnosis, of course. I can't even begin to express how grateful I am. This has lifted a burden from me I thought I'd always bear alone. No problem. We did it! Shall we talk about something else? No! Don't experiment on things, okay? That's the lesson here. Right, let's go back to Elil. Elil. I feel like I'm probably coming towards the end of the game. I mean, I might not be. I might have just pulled that out of thin air, but... Oh, yes, there's a big orb of power. Hey, buddy, check out that glow, huh? That is what we call the gift of creation. Looks like the new world's all set to go. Just let me know when you're ready. Oh, God, okay. I think we're about to make the choice now of who the world's going to own and belong to. That is what you're going to ask me, right? Actually, how do we start the new world? Let's just natter about it first. All you got to do is pick up the gift. It'll be the end of your time here once we kick things off, so make sure you tie up all your loose ends first. Oh, okay. Okay, I think we come until the end. So let's speak to everyone else that wants to speak. And maybe speak to the fishies. Maybe. See how I feel. Because there's a lot of damn fishies. Oh God, where have you gone? Alicia? Alicia? Where you gone? Alicia, where you gone? You've actually left me. How rude. Oh God. How do I get down? There we go. Okay, let's go out of the ship because Alicia must be outside, surely. Hey, fish. Oh, I've spoken to everyone here. Well, that's disappointing. Then, in that case, I don't care about you. Go away. Yeah, I only care about Alicia. There you are. Oh God, that's ominous. Why are you... Oh wait, shit, were you in your thing all along? Oh, well, Alicia, you're vexing me now. How do I get in there? Oh, have I just got to go up through your... Oh, that's annoying. It's just up there. Oh, God, Alicia. Alicia! I'm trying to save the world and you're aging me. There we go. It's your little sea garden. Hello. Ah, I'm glad you've returned. I wanted to get your thoughts on some concerns I've had recently. Might you have a moment? Sure. Well, it's all to do with my research and the goals of it. You'll remember my studies have always been focused on finding the truth about the ocean. I know this place has a purpose, or my research to date suggests so. But the answers remain frustratingly out of reach. Partly, this is a matter of efficiency. You've been a great help, but in the case of Amar and the twins, they either refuse to come here or they misbehave instead of aiding me. I imagine I could get a lot more done with good assistance, but they seem to be in short supply. Do you think there's still hope for Amar? Believe me, I tried. I suppose, if I'm honest, I could have been a little more patient. But the biggest issue is that Amar was barely motivated at all. It would still take work to address that. Putting that aside, you might recall that I had a number of enhancements prepared for the lab. This was, of course, before we learned that Gnosis was the source of the energy I sought for those upgrades. It's been difficult to avoid feeling discouraged since then. At this point, I have no idea how, or even if I'll be able to update the lab as planned. I believe in you, or I believe in your abilities. Really? That's quite motivating, my friend. Thank you. Maybe you're right. Maybe I don't need the upgrades, or perhaps I can at least make some headway even if they aren't a reality yet. But speaking frankly, even if I had completed the lab overhaul by now as I'd originally hoped, there would still be a problem. Gnawing away at me a tiny bit at a time is the thought, no, the fear, that no matter how hard I work, no matter what tools are at my disposal, I will never know the truth. This endless dream or illusion, whatever it is, it will truly never end, and I will never know what it's for. What do I do about that, my friend? Do you think there's anything I can do? Oh, I feel bad because I'm going to create the world and then you'll go forget. Maybe you can try to make peace with it. Well, I'm not sure what else to say. Sometimes words alone aren't enough to allay one's fears. Is that what that word meant? I don't know. But I'll be thinking about what you said during this talk. Maybe it'll help me in time. Thank you so much for hearing me out, my friend. I appreciate it a great deal. No worries. I'm glad I helped you with your existential dread. It's what I'm here for. Okay, so now the big octopus wants to speak to me. So let's speak to him. Again. Maybe for the last time. Who knows? Not me. Ah, you've returned. You may recall that I've spent eons trying to recover my lost memories. It is an exhausting effort that has taxed me to my limits. There is still so much locked within me, but I cannot access it without more power. When I extracted the energy of the pages from the library to create the portal, I realised I could use that same power to reassemble my memories. If you empower me by bringing me more pages, I will make it worth your while. I know you too have memories you've lost. Surely you must wonder why you are here and who you really are. Therefore, in exchange for the pages, I will tell you what I learned from your past, about your past. Oh, damn. This is a big decision. This is a big decision. So, it's basically do the world, like create the world, or... Wait, I'm confused, because Elil said I needed the pages to make the crown to create the new world. Is that not a thing anymore? Do I just have this like magical orb? Or like will the person who has the good vibe become the god? Let's talk about the crown. How does it work? If you give me at least 10 pages, I'll use their power to make the crown. You can give the crown to whichever god you want. Oh, okay. Oh, how many pages? I've got 4? Oh, that's pathetic. Okay, so the pages will basically dictate who is more likely to become a god. The next god of the world. I mean, I guess we could just risk it though, couldn't we? We could probably just risk it for a biscuit and see who becomes the next god. You know, fuck it. Fuck it, let's just risk it. YOLO. I'm not qualified enough to pick the next god. I ain't got the experience needed. So let's give him some pages instead. I will need 2 of them to begin reconstructing my memories. Do we have a deal? Yeah, let's go. I wonder what memories he will uncover. It is done. Now allow me to share what I have found. As you may have gathered, everything we are doing now is part of a great cycle. We have done all these things before and we will do them again, but it has not always been this way. There was a time when we gods retained access to our memories. Each of us had our domains of power, knowledge, revelry, ingenuity, I didn't read the word in time. But there was only one world, forged by the original creator at the dawn of time. Eons went by, and eventually the original creator grew tired of observing their world. They wanted to find out what the rest of us would do with the power of creation. So they brought the cycle into being. The world would be reborn again and again, and each time one of the gods would have the opportunity to shape it as they saw fit, which brings us to your role in all this. You were the one chosen to speak with the gods in this in-between realm we call the ocean. Your actions would indirectly determine the creator of the next world. Within the ocean, none of us would be aware of our divinity or have access to our memories, thus keeping the process as pure and unbiased as possible. Oh damn! Oh damn! Who was the original creator? I believe they still exist in some form or another, yes, but I am unsure of the details. We may learn more of that if we are persistent. What would you do if you became the creator? I've had a great deal of time to think on this here in the depths. More than anything else, I would want my world to guarantee the safety of all mortals. Of course, there will always be those who disobey and attempt to threaten the peace. These mortals I would separate from the rest to prevent them from contaminating my society. Perhaps I could be found. Perhaps I used. Oh no! Okay, so the pages that we have found have spoken a lot about the mortals, and it kind of mirrors what old Tentacle Arms is saying. Are you the original creator, my friend? Oh, I need 3. Why are you being so greedy? Why are you hogging all the? I've only got 2 pages. You little. Okay. I guess we're finding pages then. Because I kind of want to know. Actually, do I want to? Oh, yeah, there's 3 pages here. Oh, see, now we're at a crossroads. Do I want to know? Or do we just create the world and hope for the best? I am undecided. Oh, God, this is the problem with games like these. The decisions, there's just too much freedom. I don't like it. I don't know what to pick. I don't know what I want. What's the right answer? You know what? I think I'm going to end it there for today. I'm going to leave it, have a think, and we'll make a decision in the next episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please do feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, other than that, I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Oh, there's too much choice. I don't know what to do.